managed to summarily destroy them, and then you pulled into the vessel that they had used as a trap, and you killed like 3 more that were standing there. It was great. Everyone had a good time.
Oh, how we laughed.
I think Terran cut off an arm.
Yeah.
And then used as a sword. Well, it's going to be used as a sword. By being used as a sword, I mean put on her wall for her to stare at.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, let's see here.
Shame a severed arm doesn't
It's
just
not bad.
automatically
It
be
ain't
tokens.
bad. That is 17 pen 4 with some dude's arms. Hey, rat golem planted monoblade.
What else? I think that's about it. We had to call it a little early last time because I
A party rolled into the
yeah.
back of your room?
No, well, I was in the back room, and then a party started. One that I was not told about.
I mean, usually a surprise party is an okay thing, but, you know.
17 pen 4 is enough to drop
nice.
Anna in 1 hit.
Not really. I'm not a fan of surprise party. I like knowing what I'm getting into.
Is that 1 hit Anna? That's unfortunate, because that is not my highest damaging weapon, that's for sure. Like, I can do that. Okay, that's every single attack is 2 hits, so... Although that was actually less damage rolled than I was thinking it would be. It's super fucking murders. Hooray!
Hooray! Alright. So, I believe at this point, I did forget. I'm pretty sure you guys had jumped into the other system when you found this ruined frigate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let me just... So you're in the other system right now. Let me just pull you guys over here. And then just kind of... I'm pretty sure that Ambrosia blew these things into dust, so they're no longer on the map.
Did I this time?
And they were still intact, I think, because we were all like, what the fuck do we do? Because that's like mega radiation. Then we sent in our killbots, but with hammers stuck to their hands.
Yeah, you... Oh, did you flood those ships with, murder servitors?
Well, no. We flooded them with just work servitors.
Killed the shit out of the raiders and invaded the ships with servitors for research.
Alright. Well, because the one that you guys boarded was a destroyed frigate.
Yeah, but yeah, the other ones, I believe you already gave us, like, pay data for acquiring more alien information because servitors went in to go scrape some walls.
I'm pretty sure that was the last thing we did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with this trader? No, okay, whatever.
Now you guys have to use your big-ass cannons to blast the words LOL Xenos into the raiders to leave them there as big old fucking signboards.
Blast them? No. We have grunts with meltas for that.
It's very radioactive, like super mega radioactive, regardless of your armor and shielding and stuff.
Their sacrifices will be remembered.
You made me laugh. Oh, you, Mr. Line.
And the penny whistle solo from my heart will go on.
That fucking
have you seen that friggin' comedy special where he was talking about that? It was great.
Nope.
Okay. Anyways, so you guys are at the very, very far edges of the system with Rakghoul raiders that are just kind of hulked and floating out into space now. Your murder servitors will have returned and been returned to stasis. You have gotten pretty much as much information as you can get.
So how strong is a murder servitor, by the way? Because I know that if I ever come across one, it'll be forced to fight me because I'm a Xenos.
Extremely.
What are the odds of my winning? Like, I want to keep that one just in the
They can
in the
pulp
background.
an orc knob.
I mean, they all have twin-linked melter guns and dual power weapons.
They can
Yeah.
pulp an orc knob
Well, I mean, I can pulp an orc knob. I don't give a shit about that.
without trying.
Again, likewise, super not an issue for me. An orc.
It's more like it's whatever. There's something that you would not want to mess with. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
okay. No, that's
I'm
fine.
just
That's all I
super
need to know
saying.
is, like, if I ever go into the fray and then our murder servitors are a bit too close, it's like, do I run or do I just kill one and be like, it got too close? But no, I think I will opt with, don't stand near it.
Yeah.
About the
Well,
only human-made blender that is worse than a murder servitor is maybe an Eversower.
I don't know what that is.
Good. You don't want to know.
I mean, I do now because it's apparently more dangerous than a murder servitor.
It's the Officio Assassinorum equivalent of a murder servitor.
It's the Super Shift Bot 9000.
Yeah. You take someone that's completely insane, you pump them full of as many drugs as you can find,
And then pump more into
and
them.
then yeah. And then you give them power weapons and throw them at people.
Oh, and they also blow up when they die.
Oh yeah, they have melta bombs.
No. Literally, the chemicals in
Will
their
explode
bloodstreams.
when they die.
Yeah, their chemical. There's a little thing attached to their heart that detects when they die. Their chemicals literally detonate. It's great.
Their blood literally explodes.
Taking everyone out in like a 10-meter radius.
Yep. All right. Just going through, looking at all this. Yeah, this needs to be deleted. Like archived pages that I have that just need to be deleted. All right.
Look at all the plot we dodged.
Take that, plot.
More like stuff that you will never or cannot ever return to that I delete. So, anyways, you are at the outside of the system. Is there anything more you do before pulling into the last formerly inhabited world in the Agarian Dominion?
Yeah. Can we do a broadband scan to see what's out there?
You surely can.
Dooby-dooby-doo. That's not something I do. And the bonus is what, plus 28, I think it is?
Detection? Yes.
Oh, I actually got it right for once.
Actually, Hoff should do that. He's the master of augury.
Oh yeah, that's scrutiny, right?
Yeah. And yes, Rob, I think I did mean that a murder servitor can pull up a war boss.
Boop. Success.
I was gonna say, I wreck not. I don't want to say that. I don't want that sentence to actually. I'm not gonna finish that. I don't need that said out loud forever.
Too bad. I already finished it in my head.
Yes,
It
you
lives in
did.
there now.
Hmm.
Don't worry about it. I'll probably forget after I get drunk next time.
Yeah, that's
I'll
the kind of
probably
thing that
actually
gets
forget in the
Twitch
next
clipped
30
and
seconds.
turned into a sound bite. So I'm not finishing it.
Oh, hey, can I have this? So yeah, you roll. I believe that's like 4 degrees of success on scrutiny. Farther into the system, there is another.
Wait a second.
What's up, Half?
I accidentally muted my computer.
Oh dear.
Your whole computer?
Yeah.
Nice.
You did what?
Muted his whole computer. It's fine, he didn't need it.
Shit, you do that.
Anyways, so can I continue?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so farther into the system, there is another dead world. It still seems to support life and stuff like that. It seems to be relatively unchanged, aside from a few different, irregularities that every system has on itself. And I don't think broadband can detect much more.
Well,
So
let's move on in and do a focused one.
Alright.
yeah, I realized I rolled Perils of the Warp on that attack, so I just decided.
What?
See what I would have gotten.
Uh,
God,
Kate,
you
did
guys
you wanna
never
see
want
what-
me to play a psycho because I will only ever hit push.
Push!
I will always push every power ever, even if it's like something mundane as fuck, like lift a teacup. I will use push and smash it against the ceiling.
Or are you gonna be
Or-
the Mr.
Yeah,
Are
we're
you gonna be
doing
the
a
Mr.
fine
Torg?
fine scan.
Are you being the Mr. Torg of psychers?
I don't know, maybe.
Wait, hang on. Let me make sure that this page doesn't have. All right, it's all turned off. Cool.
So while I would have done 28 damage on that attack, I just want to see where my
To find out where the Perils of the Warp went.
Yeah.
And just for shits and giggles, you understand. And while he's doing that, you are close enough now to make a close scan.
Yeah.
Bleep.
All right. So the planet's surface has a breathable atmosphere, and as you roam over it, this very clearly was one of the more important. Its entire surface is covered in Garian crystal cities. There are huge spires that seem to float of their own accord, and you scan, and then it seems like all of the surface of the planet is covered except for one spot that seems to be about continent sized. And as you keep your scanning and you keep roaming over the planet, you can, you'll have to make another scan to see what's going on. This is just the close-in scan of the planet, and you can tell all but one of it seems to be covered in those crystal mazes.
Dude.
This is a bit problematic.
Oh wait, I get favored by the warp now, don't I?
Aye.
Yeah, roll twice to take the better result.
I just gotta check, make sure I do. Yes, I do. That's still Perils.
That doesn't look like a better result. While you're doing that, I've been reading about Eversword assassins because they are rather interesting.
Eversor assassins are one of the more funs. Although you might what are they called? Caledius?
I don't know.
The ones that the ones
I
that
def-
are blanks.
The Caledius. Nope. That's the all-female group.
The clitis?
The Caledius.
Calidus.
Oh.
The all-female group of shapeshifters.
The foremost common
That does
assassins
sound
are
like a thing I'm into.
foremost common assassins are the Vindicare, Eversor, Culexus, and Calidus.
Here's Scow.
I got it.
Well, a picture
There's
for
also
you.
I've been going through the lexiconum during it's like, oh right, some rolls and scans are going, so I might as well scroll through information and get more learned.
Though one that your kind definitely would know about are the Calexus, because they are known by the Eldar kind to be nothing less than demonic human terrors.
Ugh.
They are all blanks and can use the very essence of not having a soul as a weapon and basically drain Eldars to death where they stand.
Yeah.
They can shoot. They can literally shoot psychic non-existence at people.
That's like inverse you can't catch me gay thoughts.
I want you.
I'll catch you, gay thoughts.
I make the gay thoughts run from me.
Yeah, exactly.
Even non-psychic targets, like in their aura, you'll just go insane.
Fun.
Yep. All right. So, to do a more focused scan of the area, I'm going to need another one because this was just like a scan of the planet in its entirety. But if you want to find out more about the entirely blank area, you can. I mean, it just appears to be just the entire continent with nothing on it.
I motivate him.
Okay.
I'll inspire him as well.
So I get plus.
God, imagine having both of those two on either shoulder while you're trying to do your goddamn job.
Both of them just
Wow.
break out the pom-poms.
That's 100.
I think a
Well-
natural 100 still fails.
Yeah.
So one of her pom-poms just gets in your mouth.
You can do it, boy. Do it.
Nah, I'm kidding. The one with pom-poms who would definitely be Merzendi's character from Only Mar. Not Ambrosia. Much too serious for that.
Yeah, Ambrosia is more the waving around pistols type.
I don't know.
More like waving
that
around
cat
the
is
command
growing
key.
a murder boner.
Growing.
So, what do I need to roll?
She wrapped you a bit too hard on the head. So I think it inspires a +10, and Ambrosia just fails.
See? Perfect.
You forgot your plus 28, and you also have a free reroll from your Master of Orcas sling, remember?
I did that my plus 28.
Yeah, it's another Auspex scan, so... Oh, shit! I mixed the numbers up, I'm sorry.
What?
All right.
You can't do this to me.
Not when I'm this high. All right, hang on. My page froze.
Do 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 do
Mm,
do
do, do,
do
do, do.
do do. Hello. That's
Hi.
unfortunate.
All right.
There's a
So-
hole in my pants.
You detect a single tower located far away from the massive city ruins dotting the rest of this world. This tower is constructed from the same material as the rest of the xenostructures and stands about 220 meters tall. There, with your focus scan and when you try to do anything, to try to look harder at it, there don't seem to be any stairs or openings.
And me on the top of it.
I pass. Sure.
Are you gonna land the entire ship on top of it? That would be amazing. Let's do this.
Yes.
Drift it home.
I was hoping no, but
Multi-track drifting.
All right,
Please,
so
no.
no, just a smaller ship.
Look out! Roland's stoned at the wheel.
just the entire cruiser comes plummeting out the atmosphere and then just stops just on top of the tower and then just slowly, and then the bottom just dings on one of the spikes.
And then the whole
Okay.
fucking thing explodes.
Oh god, it's great Uncle Alphonse all over again.
Just watch me roll 100 guys. I can kill us all.
The entire goddamn cruiser on the fucking planet.
All right,
Yeah.
so it appears that your one of the traders wishes to go down and investigate this lonely tower. Does anyone want to go with him?
I'll go.
Sure.
I'm staying here. Fuck you guys.
Okay.
Just
but
hand
you're
you
only-
hand him a cake.
Dude.
Are you taking Tam?
Sure. Yeah, Tam will come down and party.
Who else is
Stretch
going?
the old legs.
Because they haven't chimed in. Winter, Bob, are you going?
Yes.
I was waiting to see if Ambrosia was going.
Remy, I have a question.
Yeah, I'll head down.
No,
Have
they
you
could
ever had butter caramel Pringles?
That sounds
What
way too
the
heavy
fuck?
for a Pringle.
Yeah.
Yes. You're like, when you eat them, it's basically, this would be a great ice cream flavor, or maybe a syrup on pancakes. And the other thought will be, so when does the spice kick in? But yeah, no. That's the thing here. Butter caramel Pringles.
Gross.
And I maintain this is what Roland is right now.
The headless Thompson gunner?
No.
Anyone?
Picture.
No? Alright.
Yes.
He's just perched under a shrub in the corner of the helm room.
Why did we go for like leaf themed instead of 70s neon themed? Damn it.
It is like 70s sci-fi chic.
Everyone's got
It
bubble
just has
helmets and
fucking
skin
in the
suits.
corner. You joke, that's a style of void suit.
I know. I don't joke actually. I mean, I have work on stargazers.
From top to bottom, that is a sequence of events that happens.
That is such a good movie.
It really is. I'm too stoned to drive to the devil's house. And then immediately pans to the next scene. Drive, monkey! Drive!
I'm just assuming that's Marcus saying drive, monkey, drive.
Yeah. I'm too stoned to colonize the planet. Fuck, monkey, fuck.
Alright. So, you're all gonna pile into a
The
into a
magic
landing craft.
school bus.
So, you're all gonna pile into a landing craft and begin descending planet side. And it takes about an hour or so to, get all your shit together. Get to the shuttle, start to fly down. Takes another like half an hour to get through the atmosphere, and then when you see a tower in the distance, and as you get closer, a chill creeps down the spine of every single one of you who have seen this before.
Would you say that we've got chills and that they are multiplying? Would you say that they are losing control?
This isn't a time warp.
With the power it's supplying. It's electrifying! Okay, so yeah, this thing was the thing that people saw when they touched the orb, right?
Yep.
Oh, look at everyone. So this is obviously good news, yes?
Yeah, this is ominous. We know what ominous means, right?
Yes, we know what ominous means. Deep sigh. I'm gonna look around. I guess, like, how large is this? Like, I know we can see a big old picture here, but we need, like, the banana for scale equivalent. Like, how massive is this structure?
It is 220 meters tall.
Okay.
This is why I hate Apple.
Does the volcano look
Aside
happy?
from-
Oh my god, it kind of does.
Where
Aside from the
I don't see
broken
this.
away bits, there appears to be no way inside.
I'm gonna do a circle of this thing. Let's see here. It's a good one. I guess it would be awareness for perceiving as I go around it.
Awareness is generally more okay.
Oh, sorry. You were saying? I didn't mean to actually hit OK. I meant to hit the little X and cancel it.
Awareness is generally more used to spot things that are like, I'll let it go. Awareness is good.
Okay. Well, would it have usually been? I mean, there
thought
isn't
it was,
really like a I
yeah.
guess survival maybe as pathfinding, but my modifications for that, they're identical. My awareness and survival
Yeah,
are both stacked.
yeah. Let's just not bother.
Yeah.
Let's not say we did.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as you fly around, you can find no other entrances to this tower.
Hmm.
we could make an entrance.
What metal is this
Also,
stuff made of?
So,
Democracy
it is not. It's
always
made out
makes
of the
sense.
same crystal as everything else.
Alright, okay.
All right, and I'd like to point out, despite the fact that this art right up here is dope, that's not currently going on. It just ends up there.
Okay.
Not currently going on.
Yeah, 1 second. I'll help. We put a little hat on it. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to see here, folks. It's just a tower with a hat. Don't.
No,
Okay.
and it more ends like right up here.
Okay. Alright. These openings that you say that are like, bits broken away from them, like, does it look like a force broke them away, or they fell open from time? That kind of shit?
Your first awareness test was like to look into it. You'd have to get closer and maybe use a scrutiny. Wait, that's not what scrutiny is used for.
Scrutiny's on people.
Yeah, scrutiny's on people. You'd have to get closer and do like another awareness test.
Sure. If everyone is okay with it, I'll, like, basically climb this bitch if I have to.
Omniscience might work.
Mm-hmm.
You want to use your brain wizard powers? Like, make this
Brain
tasteful
power,
face.
Go.
Oh, you
It
can't
didn't work.
Cynicians for shit, Em. That's a sad time.
I've also a session
Man.
of experience behind you guys.
What? Well, I mean, what Mercendi always puts the experience and always pins it, so you only have yourself to blame. It's been 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Alright. How hard is it to actually climb this surface?
Impossible.
That just sounds like I need a roll of 1. Alright, okay. Let's have I'll get up real close.
We could take
And
the
dude,
flyer rounds.
dude.
There appears to be no way to reach the top other than flight or perhaps a jump back.
Okay.
It
Or
appears
a
that what
jetpack.
has ravaged this tower isn't necessarily weapons, but just time. With a big, flat, open area like this, in the tumultuous winds, and just years and years of rubble and sand smashing against it, stuff just started to break off.
So how did this tower get eroded like this and everything else stays the same?
Well, for the most part, this probably were quite sticky outy, I suppose. Most of what we've come across is like building city structures that would mean windbreaks. This is a big open land with this in the center.
No, there has to be a better reason.
No, this is just physics. Or like indicate outwards the emptiness compared to how it was a city last time.
Get back to the ship. We are flying to the top.
By the time you said that, I've probably got about 100 meters upwards.
Where the hell are you going?
I should look into a jetpack.
Flying to the top.
Or maybe a scythe bike. That's what shows him. Alright, we'll head for the ship.
All right. So, what do you do?
Fly to the top.
We fly to the top.
All right. So, you fly to the top, and at the top you land on a structure. Who all is getting out? There seems to be a faint buzzing noise that can be heard.
Is that
I'm already-
buzzing noise
I'm-
El Shien whooping slowly up towards us?
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, that's more of a whoosh.
Okay.
No, the phantom jetpacks are nearly silent.
Someone go out and find out what that
For a
buzzing
second.
is.
I'll hop out.
All right. And beneath you, there is the glass that is usually, at the very least opaque, is completely water clear. It almost seems like you're standing on nothing, and for a second you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna fall forever." However, directly beneath you is a diamantine crystal of immense size. This thing is huge, and it seems to pulse with a faint light.
I sure hope that is not psycho warp shit in there. Although it hasn't been thus far.
Anna, Psycho Warp Ship.
That's
What?
Anna Banana, need you to do psyker things.
Yes.
All right. You need to tell
We're
me if you're
blowing up.
stepping off the. You need to tell me if you guys step off the ship or not. For so far, the only one who hasn't is, the only one who has is Terran. Everyone else is still on the ship.
I'm in my jetpack outside. So
Are you flying above it or are you landing?
no, I'd be flying above it.
Oh. I'll step out.
I'm gonna stand on like the edge of it if it makes any sense. And looking
Alright.
into it, I suppose.
All right.
Yeah,
Emery.
Once they give me the coast clear, I'll get out.
Emery, will save.
I didn't land.
It doesn't matter. What do you mean? What was the target?
Rolling.
Roll and
is
snap.
Rolling. Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. Toughness bonus, maybe?
69.
So,
no, wait,
again,
your target was 420. There was no way you were gonna fail that nap.
Oh, okay.
Again, I need to know if any of you step off the ship. All right, Emery, you feel a faint presence pressing against your mind, but you're able to fight it off.
Is it alright out there?
There was something pushing against my mind, but it was weak.
Marcus gets out of the ship, stretches.
I notice I felt not similar things myself. I assume that you have a mind more open to fuckery.
And he said that there's a gigantic crystal right below us, right? A
Oh
diamond.
yes.
Mhm.
Payday. I want this now.
I won't use a power weapon. I will just like tap on the glass with the razor flail. Well, the glass, the see-through crystal. Is it
Alright.
sing? Is it vibrant?
No. You clack it against the crystal, and there's the humming becomes slightly louder and then dissipates.
That is strange. I suspected it was harmonic. It would seem not quite so.
I jump up and jump down to see if the impact makes it louder.
Winter, I assume you're not paying attention, but are you gonna stay on the ship?
I'll get off.
Okay.
And you didn't roll
Sorry.
clinicians?
I probably would have.
There's a reason why I need to know if you guys are stepping on the ship, and there's also a reason why the turn order has come up.
Yep.
Would you like me to roll initiative? Or...
Everyone needs to roll initiative.
Oh.
Have we discovered the plot?
Look out, it's approaching. The plot. I'm so quick. I'm so fucking quick.
That plot.
Anna.
That plot came really fast.
No, it's so big, it's just now entering the room.
Anna,
That's...
Yes, I know. I'm here.
what weapons do you have?
I have a las pistol.
All right, so, Elshian, Anna, Marcus, Taryn, Ambrosia, McCraw, and Tam needs to roll. Or is Tam going on yours?
Time will share with mine.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, Anna, you step off the ship and your eyes immediately glaze over. You stiffen and you bring your las pistol to your head and fire. You need to roll damage.
No, that's
It's a good thing that's a las pistol and not like a fucking melter gun.
I have not put my las pistol on my character sheet because I never use it.
Pretty sure it's a 1d10 plus 2, pen 0. And you're going to get bonuses for being at point blank range. You don't get any bonuses for aiming, though.
Oh god, why did I get mighty shot on my psycho?
Oh, this could be problematic for me.
Why?
Yeah, his gun.
Oh, his
I
gun
have a
is
super
huge.
pistol.
Well, I mean, just don't shoot yourself.
Okay, so weapon skill plus 30, basic, or ballistic skill plus 30.
Mm-hmm.
That does not hit.
All right. So Anna
Wow.
fails to shoot herself.
I'm not even sure Anna tried a suicide attempt. I just blink slowly, like,
All right.
what
Taryn,
is your
it's turn.
psych? What is your psycho doing?
I don't know.
Let's see here. I guess I could stun her.
Stun me!
I guess I could do that. I could be nice. I could use an object with the shock quality. Let's use the net instead of the intimidator. that's a weapon with the shocking quality, but it also deals a D10 plus 8.
Isn't the net a pain net?
It is, but it's still a shock object. It's got shock, so that will, if she fails her check, stun the shit out of her.
Wait a second.
What?
Where's that minus 20 coming from in my roll there? I have all my stuff checked.
Hang on. Let me look at your character sheet.
Thank you.
Character sheet, your weapon skill is 30 plus 30.
No, I meant the clinician's roll from earlier.
It automatically includes that.
It
See
goes
how
minus
it's,
20 plus 10
minus
plus 10
20
plus 10.
plus 20?
Uh,
That's because by default you have a minus 20 for being untrained.
oh, okay. Why is my target only 5 higher than my willpower even though I got 3 checks?
Alright, I toss a shard net at Anna.
She can dodge.
Sweet. Alright. I can't remember exactly how the shot quality works, so bear with me a moment.
We roll toughness tests, bonuses from our arm.
They're a bit
The
different
Pokemon-
for each thingy, so I just want to be sure that Dark Heresy, or sorry, only War Shock isn't going to
The
destroy
Pokemon
her.
capture music. The Pokemon capture music plays mysteriously. You caught Nana.
Alright, let's see it. Weapon
Yes.
special qualities. Central columns, shocking. The 40k RPG tools thing is very useful. Alright, so we want the Dark Heresy version.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Shocking weapons, stun them with power blah. If they take at least 1 point of damage after armor and toughness, they must make a toughness test for every armor point they have on the location hit. Well, I mean, I tossed this over her head, I suppose. Does Anna have less head armor than the rest of her?
No.
Yeah, alright then. It can opt to do minimum with a thrown weapon, right? I don't know. Maybe I can't. Fuck it. Sorry. Roll a toughness test. Plus 10 for every point of armor you've got, -1. Sorry, -10 for its pen. And at the same time, I'm going to look up what crippling does, because I didn't check that one.
Every action, something, something, something.
Oh yeah, if they move, they take damage. Not reduced by armor or toughness. So, you are trapped under a net that will hurt you if you try and move again, so even if you fail this check, it's more likely you'll be knocked out before you shoot yourself in the head. So that's nice.
Alright, update your character as you will, winner. Ambrosia. Well, wait,
Wait,
is that all you
toughness
want to do?
test.
Did Tam want to do anything? Oh,
Why-
yeah.
Tam is not going. Tam is not going to try and actually finishing blow Anna. No. But yeah, I need to see that toughness test to see if Pets is stunned completely.
Yep.
You are hecka stunned.
Alright, is that all you want to do? Your turn.
Yeah, that's my turn. I'm good. I'll just look to the others and go. I know that might have looked bad, but I think that was a defense reflex, and she's not moving now. It is, however, very sharp. You will want me to take that off of her.
Anna, are you yourself?
Evidently
Anna cannot
she
reply.
isn't.
she replies. She's being hardcore
Wow.
tased.
Rodney King.
Oh wait, you are stunned for a number of rounds equal to half the damage suffered, so you are stunned for 6 rounds.
I will inform Ambrosia, Marcus. I'm going to probe Anna's mind to see if I can determine what's going on. Be ready to stop me if I have my own problem.
No, you are not.
No.
Not while we're still
Aren't I
on
stunned for
here.
2 rounds because I took 4 damage because of armor, or this is more armor?
Taryn, Craw, get her back onto the shuttle. Once we're not immediately next to whatever caused this, then you may probe her mind.
Fair enough.
Ugh, how very delightful. Well, at the very least, I am relatively fond of a tower that makes psychos try to end themselves. But that might actually just be racial bias.
It is satisfying to a certain degree, but that is not our mission here.
Yes, if you must be very careful when tossing her onto the shuttle, because presumably we are in turn order.
Mm-hmm.
We're in what?
So, is that all you do, Ambrosia?
I'm also just going to stroll back into the shuttle.
Alright, so just put yourself down at the bottom of the page if you're in the shuttle. Elshan, what are you doing?
Floating. And
You also need to
watching
make
the
another
others-
will save.
And watching the others carefully.
You also need to make another will save.
Also need to make another will save.
Make me a Bill save. It's like a will save, but it's got that extra shorthand of William.
Okay. And is there any modifiers?
Nope. Challenging will save.
I motivate you.
Really? Can I be motivated for this?
That's what that power lets you do. Pretty sure it's for all checks, right?
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
much everything.
Plus 10?
Be better.
Yeah, it's basically barding. Being a bard. Yeah,
Get a hold
so
of
it's plus
yourself,
10.
damn it.
Yeah, so it's a plus 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. Something like, to your mind, cloud-like tendrils try to seep into your mind, but you manage to bat them up for now. What do you do?
I inform the party that whatever attacked me before is quite persistent.
Show yourself, damn it. Fight me like a man.
I wonder if it is a giant crystal. Hello, giant crystal. I also appreciate your hatred of cycles. Sounds like, huh.
Is it like a sassy hum?
Elshan, what do you do?
Signations on the giant crystal.
All right.
This is attacking my brain. Let's just push my brain into it. It is a very big crystal. It's a thick crystal.
Yes, it worked. Is that what is?
This seems to be a pulsing beacon of warp energy, tainted and corrupted beyond all repair.
I will suggest that Marcus no longer wants this as a prize. It is a giant.
You recoil from it and you take a rank of exhaustion, fatigue, even.
Okay. I'll try and hide that the best I can, but I will suggest that Marcus no longer wants to keep a giant warp tainted monstrous crystal.
If we shatter it from orbit, we can possibly salvage the non-tainted parts.
Oh, it's tainted through and through.
Are you sure?
Also, brother, do remember that the other crystal here tends to absorb energy quite well.
But I wonder if it can absorb energy of that magnitude.
This is a far bigger structure, considering the efforts it took to break off small amounts with energy tools before, and I would estimate that the magnitude is not necessarily great enough. Are you hiding any incredibly dense thermonuclear weaponry, perhaps?
I would suggest not destroying it. If it's containing something, we might not want to release it.
Well, I should know this
Suppose.
next.
It
Can
is
I make-
warp-based.
Can I make a awareness or a perception or what have you to look down and see if there's anything in the crystal?
You can try.
Are we still internal today?
Yep. So, Elshan, do you do anything more?
Get in the shuttle!
Yeah, I might fly into the shuttle.
All right. Well, then move yourself to the bottom page. McCraw.
Yeah.
Some confusing stuff is going on. You don't really seem to be affected by it, though. If
So-
anything, you feel kind of good right now. You
Oh,
feel
yeah.
particularly orky.
Orky.
Oh god, it's channeling the Wog.
So there's a glowing rock below me, right? Under a pane of glass.
Well, more like transparent crystal, but yes.
How far down is it?
Wait, he doesn't have an energy weapon.
like-
He has an impact weapon.
He does.
Like 10 meters down.
Okay,
How thick
that's-
is the glass, or how far down is the thing?
how far down is the thing?
Below you is a massive, massive chamber, and hovering in the middle of it is a glowing crystal that appears to be made out of diamantine, or however you say that.
Yeah, what? Yeah.
Mantine.
Damn. There goes my. You know what? I'm just gonna start shooting at the glass.
Okay. way, you don't need to roll to hit, so just roll your damage.
It's not gonna do anything, but I have to do it. I'm being orky.
It's true.
I'm honestly surprised you aren't licking it while you're doing that.
Oh,
Just
he already
like
tried
lick
that.
it with the
He
gun
already
right
licked-
next to your head.
He already licked the tower.
I did lick the tower first.
I feel like
Aw.
Stray might not have heard you say that.
I didn't.
I actually did not.
I wrote it in chat way up above.
Mm.
I said I licked the tower and I was disappointed. And then I walked back with the rest of the group.
You lick the tower and you see the tower. Fuck.
Yeah.
The tower is just slightly salty. Like
All right, so you shoot at it. You don't even seem to scratch it.
Oh, is Anna back inside the thing
Oh.
yet?
Pen 4. Yeah. You feel like your last shot kind of scraped it, but and no, Anna's still standing there in a daze, covered in a shark net. I mean, not a shark net, a shard net.
I have a net made of sharks. I'll fuck you up with it.
All right, I'm gonna go
Just-
and like grab her.
Don't. Leave that to me. You'll possibly
Okay.
kill her and you will hurt yourself. It has the shocking quality. Do not grab the electric sharp. Eh.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean that? Okay.
It is a shard net. They are crippling, shocking weapons.
Okay, I'm about to say I'm fairly sure I could survive the toughness test, but okay, whatever. I'll let you.
Yeah,
have
the
it.
issue is that moving her around without, knowing how to handle that thing just does damage to her. It's a team of 1d5 through toughness and armor.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you did a half action shooting. Are you gonna do anything else?
Get on the shuttle,
there-
dude. Everyone's
Is
leaving.
there any way down? Is there no other than straight down? You know what I mean. Obviously, the pistol is not strong enough to break through.
Down into the chamber below you?
Yes.
There doesn't appear to be, but you haven't tried to look around up here yet.
I do some. I do some really shitty perception.
All right.
Ooh,
Yeah, you don't see any way
so
down.
close. So close though.
Only 2 degrees of failure away. Alright.
And all right, Anna, you are stunned for 2 rounds, I believe.
No,
think so.
5. 5 rounds.
Oh,
Well, I only took 4 damage.
so
I assume.
Total?
After armor.
Oh, okay.
then mark it on your character.
I thought you just like weren't wearing armor and fucking took a shit ton of damage. Yeah. You have you're stunned equal to half your damage in rounds.
I'm pretty sure stunned is
so-
the one where you can't do anything on your turn, right?
Correct. You can't do shit.
Right, so 2 rounds.
Cool.
What?
That's not how Only War does shocking.
I just brought that up. Shocking. Only war, shocking weapons stun opponents it takes at least 1 damage, they take that. If they fail, they stun a number of rounds equal to their degrees of failure. Ew, they do it 100% different. And I read Dark Heresy, which did it from did identical to Rogue Trader. Stupid additions. Yeah, sorry, so you failed by 4. So I think it was 4, right? You rolled like 60 something out of 30. Scroll.
61 out of 30, so 3 degrees of failure.
4.
4, I mean, yeah. So same difference.
Yeah.
Marcus,
I'm looking around.
job. I always believed that you could look around.
Are you staring deep into the crystal to see if something's captured there?
Looking for the plot.
Well, there is quite a bit of nice featureless glass. However, on each end of the top of the spire, there appear to be, well, they appear to be little conical projections coming out of the ground. They're about 1.5 meters in height, and seem to have a depression in the center.
Hello there. McCraw, go to one of those things and tell me what it looks like.
It's not my turn yet, so
Okay, then Taryn.
It's not her turn yet either. You only took one action hit. You still have
yes,
other stuff
it's
to
still
do.
your turn.
You just looked.
You're still
I'm
capable of doing it.
I inform them of what I see and tell them, and then I take one step onto the shuttle, but I'm perfectly willing to step out if things get interesting.
Surely you want to stay on it if things get interesting, because interesting is air quoted for danger. So much danger.
So
I
you have
wanted-
one step
Maybe
in the ship and one step out.
Yep.
All right. Taryn.
Alright. What does this depression look like it's for?
There is a little conical structure, and then in the center there's a depression. You have to go over there and see.
I was already said that I was stood near the edges of it, so I think I might be next to one.
Yeah, sure, why not? In the center there appears to be a strange-looking kind of diode thing. It is marked at each point with different alien symbols.
Are they similar to the ones that we were having our nerd look at?
Very similar, yes.
Okay. I'll try and intelligence it, because I'm pretty sure that I was like, can you just show us the words that look like directions? In fact, quite specifically, it's like if anything looks like a direction, what are the words for that? Because that's what we want to know the most.
Yeah, you can make me a test to see if this correlates with anything you've seen before, yeah.
Alright.
Probably be an int check.
Let's do this shit. Anyone want to make me motivated?
Yes.
Nope. Nope.
Alright, these look incredibly similar. You've only seen this particular symbol twice before. Once in the Agarian prison and once in the center of the crystal maze.
Alright then. I'm gonna try to manipulate that diode in a vaguely similar way to that Eldar was doing so the first time when she was doing the thing with the big crystal. But there.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Roll me D100.
Alrighty. Meh.
Alright, nothing seems to happen.
I haven't said, but I think I might actually fate reroll. Also, did I get a pain token for crippling crippling my companion?
Oh, yeah, that actually does count as a pain token. Think about it.
Woo! Thank you. I don't remember where I was scoring my pain tokens. Oh well, I'll take a note of that somewhere. Ow. Weird electric noise just then. Alright, let's try that again. Yeah, much lower.
Alright. Symbol seems to grow and hum.
Interesting.
You seem to be doing well so far.
Alrighty. I will indicate Tam onto the shuttle. And then I will dash to the next corner. I think that is all of my movement, assuming that took like a half action to do the manipulating in the first place.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep, that's my turn then.
Ambrosia!
Oh wait, you know what? As I run past, I will pull the net off of Anna so that people can, like, move her without killing her. I'll do her that favor. I'm like, oh, I'll take that back, thank you.
Um, I mean, if Anna's no longer netted, I can actually go and drag her. I do have power armor, after all, so...
Yep.
Yep. I'm not gonna bother with any of the grappling rules. You're in power armor. She's standing there stunned. You can pretty much just throw over your shoulder like a sack of potatoes.
Yep.
Now you can turn her into Hooch.
Ah, the Irishman's dilemma. Do I eat the potato now, or do I distill it and drink it later? That freaking show. All right. So was that your turn? That your turn? Picking her up and throwing her back in.
Can I throw her back in already? I figured that would have to be next turn's thing.
She's not that. She basically stepped off when this happened. You just stepped on in. You can pick her up and like hurl her back in as your full action.
Yeah.
So Anna, you're over here now.
Cool.
Elshan, you know what time it is.
Will save time?
Yep.
Motivation, anyone?
Pom poms.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I heard a yaff.
Was Merzinda eating toast?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. Yep. The pressure that seems to the pressure smoky tendril things that seem to emanate from the crystal in this tower seem to a beaver. Seem they're still there, but you continue to manage to fight them off.
Oh, it's still fighting me. I don't believe the shuttle provides any protection to Anna either.
If the pressing gets any harder as I open this up, do let me know.
I will.
And then I will continue making it worse. No.
Do you do anything else?
No.
Is there an equivalent to
Alright.
like trying to shore yourself up mentally? Is there an action related to that?
I was going to ask that, and then I was like, I'm pretty sure there isn't anything that would give me a bonus to willpower next turn.
Yeah, there isn't. I don't even think that one talent meditation gives that, so I think it just helps you regenerate like fatigue. Alright. McCraw, what are you doing?
I know what'll help you. Alcohol. Alcohol is like what you use to protect yourself from psychic attacks. I'm 100% not quite certain.
100, 30% of the time, it works 100% of the time. Let me see. Is there any more of those diodes? Of those?
There are 3 more of them.
There are 3 more, yes.
Alright. I'll go fiddling with them. I'll go over to one and I'll start fiddling with them.
Alright, you can make me an int test to try to suss out what you're supposed to do, or a raw d100 to see how lucky you are.
I'll try.
Can I assist by giving a direction because I have succeeded?
It's very hard to communicate what you're. You can try. You can certainly try, but I'm not going to give you a +10 because it won't work.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
I tried my best to
Ambrosia
describe it, but it's probably not helpful.
Yeah.
Can Marcus or Ambrosia give him a motivation by saying, "Be Orky right now"?
I've already used mine for this turn, and Remy is up.
Rem already used his on me in that first turn anyway. I think. Yeah, for one of my intelligence tests on understanding the thing.
Yeah.
So they've both motivated already.
Okay.
Oh, close.
So close.
Spend a fate. you can
Yeah,
unlock
you can
another
spend
thing.
a fate.
Yeah, I'll spend a fate.
All right. Well, spending a fate doesn't unlock another thing, because remember, it's a D100 after your int roll.
Ah,
Hmm.
You're trying to finagle with alien technology. I'm not just giving it to you. I'm just.
But he is an orc. Oh no, I shouldn't have said that.
Well, nothing happens.
I'll try again later. I keep finagling. I am an orc.
And another point goes down. Boop. Marcus. I'm pretty sure I heard Rem say he was back.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
back.
back. I'm excited now.
Perhaps you should at least bring this shuttle further away until it stops trying to mentally murder the psychic people. We can open this up and then go in afterwards.
Yes. I suppose that we can move the shuttle away for now, but for now, I want to try opening one of these.
I'm already doing so. I will again try to describe what it is I'm doing vaguely. Good luck.
So
Sure.
first it's an int check, then it's a D100.
Okay.
Provided you fail, it's still a D100.
Just with that even more challenging luck curve.
All right. So now D100, unless you wish to spend a fate point to reroll that.
I like go back to my
Yeah, let's
first one and
reroll
it's
that.
relocked. I'm like, you idiots.
I like how much Bob spent on int to get his orc to 45.
I know,
and
it's
he's
amazing.
smart as a rogue trader.
He's straight up as smart as Marcus.
And Anna.
And Anna. Wait, Anna's a psycho. How is your int so low?
Willpower
My
is
int's
more important
45.
than psychers.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you can
That's
have a
more
dumb
willpower.
psyker. You don't
Yeah.
want a dumb, like, the people to use tech.
Woo!
Alright,
Yeah.
so your reroll didn't help, but now you can roll a D100.
Okay.
Watch Nat 1.
Alright, nothing happens.
You said to the
wait,
left, right?
yeah. I assumed that you were just going to keep trying. That's why I skipped it. What did you want to keep trying, or
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
going to keep trying? That's your turn for now.
Yeah, I'll move on to the next one and go again.
All right. Same thing as before.
It is not left. How do I describe motions happening in both the Y and Z axes at the same time?
Get a plus 10 to your int this time.
I'll inspire.
To the int? I don't know how to make another int, but okay, let's do this thing.
Yes, because each one is different. These are all unique. There's the reason why it didn't help.
Got
Alright,
it.
now D100.
Yeah! Tara.
Alright. So, it snaps into place and starts to hum.
This isn't so hard. And no, it wasn't the left, but it looks like they are all different anyway. Maybe yours does go left instead of the ZY axis to a degree of 3.5.
I'll take your word for it.
Never trust the x-axis.
Alright, Ambrosia?
You are all damn fools to be trying this. But foolishness and bravery are near as close enough. Do succeed, would you?
Ambition knows no bounds, sister.
Alright, you are all inspired.
Sweet. Are you backing up the shuttle, by the way, so that Elshan and Nana don't don't keep on trying to kill themselves?
Yeah, and I'll tell the shuttle pilot to start taking us out.
Can you send down another shuttle afterwards with just like more disposable people on it instead?
Well, we might want to just be a little ways away.
Yeah,
Just-
we're not leaving the atmosphere.
Oh, right. I thought you were like, to just
Pulling them
fucking
down.
peace out.
Fuck this shit on me.
Mhm.
Fuck this shit on me.
Nope.
I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Alright.
Get the fuck out of here.
So I need to. I really need to go use the restroom right now. So I'll be right back.
I need to refill a water bottle.
Oh my god, the war crabs.
There was also Battle Mix Doritos here.
What?
It's ranch and steak.
Well, who would
it's
waste?
terrible.
Yeah, who would put ranch dressing on a steak?
Yeah, it is just it's an abomination of Doritos.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you mix barbecue sauce and ranch dressing and put it on a steak, that's what it tastes like.
That's sounds like a bad move.
Yeah.
Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Interesting. There's just this random thing that's about where the logo for 7-Up comes from. It's apparently a reference to G-Spot. Yeah, I know. Here, I'll link this strangeness.
Yep.
I'm back. I am back.
Hello, back.
Yeah.
I return.
Hello, return.
So, Ambrosia.
Yeah, I finished my stuff.
Alrighty. El Shan. You know what your
Do I
favorite
have a
thing
will?
is?
I still have to do a will save even though we moved away.
Oh my, yes.
I figured. I had this sneaking suspicion.
Well, you do have a +10 to it from my command. So.
You got this. I believe in you.
Yes, I do have it. So, Ambrosia, I believe it's on the shuttle with us.
Yep. The tendrils keep pressing in on your mind. They seem rather excited, actually.
Alright.
We should
I'm
turn back
going-
around.
I'm going to take an educated guess here. Punch Anna unconscious.
Yeah, I'll.
Just
Do I have to
savagely
make a roll for
donkey
knockout?
punch her. She's stunned.
And then you just see the giant plated fist is coming.
Yeah.
Wait, are you
Alright.
wearing full-blown power armor or light power armor?
So,
Like,
do you... The ship has moved away. Is there anything else you do, El Shan?
So Ambrosia suggested I knock Anna unconscious.
Are you going to do it, or is she going to try to do it? Are you going to punch her in the face?
I'd assume I'd. I don't know if I should, but I will make one roll here first.
Lean
Forbid
on-
Lore Warp.
Lean on her windpipe. Everything's fine.
And lore warp, what are you looking at? What are you trying to do?
Anna, I'm trying to. Actually, I should probably just use psych.
I mean, that's not going to magic information up. You don't
if
know what's
Anna-
going on,
no.
dude.
If Anna is possessed, how do you deal with a possessed psyker?
Okay, that is actually a fair point.
Shoot them.
That's probably like that's probably page 1 on every book ever, but they're like, oh, but if you insist.
Do I have any modifiers?
No, nope. I mean,
Page
I
1,
can tell you,
shoot.
I can basically tell you how your people would do it, but you don't know how humans would do it.
Okay. I rolled a 15.
Forbidden Lore
So-
Psychers?
Yeah.
Alright, so Forbidden Lore Psychers, if she's possessed, there are, well, one thing you need to do for, you're not sure what humans do, but Eldar, when they're possessed, they're either shot in the head, or there are long rituals of banishment, but forever after the person is a shell of what they once were. Being demon possessed is one of the, worst things you can do. It's not fun.
Yeah, there's
So we
actually an
just-
entire Space Marine chapter dedicated to it.
So we can, yeah, I'll just, at this point, I'll knock her unconscious and hope she's really not possessed.
What do I know about possessed people? Nothing good. Fuck you, sleep.
Pretty much.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Pretty much.
I love that part of the movie.
I will probably ask Ambrosia, where do I hit her? To make sure I don't kill her.
You know, but I am not trained in Medicaid, Elshel.
Just punches somewhere soft, but not
Oh,
so
Lord.
hard she dies. Come on! Eldar
Do we
aren't
have-
dumb.
Do we have
No, I
pumpkin?
know.
If I'm on the comms, I will describe a great many ways to knock out humans. It's very funny.
Okay. Actually, that'll work.
Well, there is a
I'm
person
just-
with Medicaid trained.
I'm just pretty much trying to make sure that
Alright, so we're not
Trey
gonna
doesn't
go.
have a reason to give in -10 to knock her out.
Alright. I just don't want to go through the entire turn order thing of 2 PCs trying to knock out another PC. So if you take your action to try to knock her out, and then on her next turn, Ambrosia has already taken a half action to assist, then you can knock out Anna. Alright?
Okay.
Sounds
Done.
good.
We don't need to have a punch fest up in here.
It's just 2 people just doing savage donkey punches to the psycho. Alright, first what you do is you lie her down on her front, and then when you're about to nut inside her, you punch the back of her head. I'm kidding, but you should still punch the back of her head.
No, what you do is you take your hand, knife hand formation, military style, and just one swift crack to the back of her neck.
Yeah, karate chop her. Have you tried karate, Eldar? Also, if you do a crane kick, and if do correct, no can defense.
Alright, Macraw. How many of these things have you guys unlatched? So I think it's
2,
2
I've
so far.
gotten them both so far.
Alright.
Alright.
Raw intelligence, right?
Yeah, because Terran unless Terran's right next to you to assist, she can't vaguely yell at you what to do. One of the reasons I say this is because you're 2 different species. So if she says it tries to look like a wait, you don't have those. It looks like a like it's wait, you don't. Yeah, so it doesn't work like that. So it's int and then the D100. All right. You appear to be okay. Let's see, D100 and int.
That's 3 dots on top.
Yep. Nothing happens.
Ah, close. I'm sure it was so close.
I sort of wish I could keep that int score, though.
It was a good roll.
The int does help you to finagle with it, and because you succeeded this time, next time you'll have a +10 on your int to try to do it again.
Yay!
We
Anna,
should
you're
have had
unconscious.
this time, but didn't
No, he
have
failed
us.
last time.
No, I commanded he would have had +10 on that test from me.
That it still wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, the intelligence worked. It's the roll afterwards, sadly.
So, Anna, you are having a horrible nightmare. The only thing that you can clearly tell in your paroxysms of terror is
Is someone's punching your face?
a crystal cityscape in silhouette, illuminated by a single moon, and the sky filled with black cloud-like tendrils. Marcus!
Okay, so you're saying it's not the left.
I'm not even sure your one has a left.
Okay, let's try this again.
Did you succeed on your int test last time?
No.
I don't remember.
No.
Was it
No, that was the
99 or
100. Yes, the 99
Oh,
that
yeah, the
re-rolled
99
into
into the
100.
Okay, I couldn't remember if he just had rolled 100 on the. Oh no, if he had rolled 100, something else would happen. Never mind. All right, so D100.
I'm like actually scared for bad shit, quote unquote, that might happen. Oh, that's a good roll.
If only it had counted.
If only your intelligence check hadn't
I
been.
do have a
so
sneaking
bad.
suspicion you guys are unlocking a prison with more of the things that might be floating around on the shuttle, but
Do you
Yeah.
want to buy into a success?
I'm that close.
Probably
Yes.
within 10. Do it.
I want to see if I have this. I have a single point in it. I'll try. Can I make a logic test to try to figure out what's going on here?
Sure.
Going by the crystal shenanigans we've seen before, and that, as she describes, some kind of locking thing. Let's see what happens.
You don't know. Did you buy that success though?
Yes, for God, Emperor, and country.
For
Alright.
money! I'm pretty sure it's what you say out loud.
So, the third lock slides open. Terran,
Well, here we find out how absolutely fucked all of us are. I will buy into a success.
and before you roll your D100, are you sure you want to do this?
please, no.
My favorite question!
I am almost absolutely certain you're unlocking a prison.
Is there any almost here?
There was no almost about it. I knew this was a bad decision from the very start, and it doesn't really make me want to do it any less until that question was asked. Beforehand, I was like, this is just going to make the whole setting more interesting. But now I hear that question, I'm like, this might end the game.
I want to look at crystal.
Is that what Macross shouts? Because that might be the final decider.
Yes.
I really am
Yes,
sorry, guys,
no.
but I can't. I'm just too curious for the bad that's probably about to happen. I might just roll ass and then give up.
Well, look on the bright side.
All
Look on
right.
Look on
So,
the bright side. If we all die, we
you
all have to make new characters.
you open up the top of the you open up the last lock, the center opens up, and the storm returns. So all that storm you see is right there. The ship isn't close enough to pick you guys up, and
Woo!
you guys
We're
awoke the
in-
doom of Agaria.
We're in a warp storm. Woohoo!
No, you woke up the doom of Agaria. Macraw, Marcus, Terran, your characters are dead, and you can't bring them back.
What?
All right.
I'm sorry, but you woke up
So
a
sorry.
planet eater.
Yeah.
I'm so
The thing
sorry.
the thing that wiped out the entire Hungarian Dominion. You guys woke up.
Oh well.
In the Tower of Doom. You went to the Tower of Doom. I told you it was warped and corrupted beyond repair. Your psyker if you had just rolled that knowledge, not to exercise her, but to figure out what was going on. What happened
Yeah.
was, what was going on with Anna. She's not possessed. What happened was, psychers on the black ships go through indoctrination, and her psycho conditioning had her kill herself before she awoke this thing. The presence of the presence of psychers woke up the crystal, and then you guys woke up the thing, and there's no way to escape.
I
You were literally camped on top of it. The
I'm,
only
Yeah.
people
I'm
that
so
are
sorry, you guys.
the
I was
only
just
people
so
that are
curious.
going to manage to escape are Ambrosia, Elshian, Tam, and Anna. I am very sorry, but
Wow.
I feel like I did warn multiple times.
You did,
Before I asked,
and then
"Are
I
you
looked
sure?"
at this. I looked at this scenario, and then I held down the button. I was just like, I shouldn't really do this. And I want to lick the crystal. And Taryn goes, "Of course you want to lick the crystal." Click, and I rolled a 3. Whew.
Wait,
Oh.
wait. It's not too late. You can spend a fate to
To
reroll.
what, to reroll into a fail?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
you
it's way too
wanted
late.
you wanted to open it up.
Yeah,
You can't reroll not to.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's too late.
Oh, well.
But that was. I'm so sorry, which is a shame. I do like Taryn a whole lot.
Goodbye, McCrell. I,
liked
knew thee
Marcus.
well.
I liked
Yeah.
Marcus.
I really liked your characters. There's why I even put in that point where Anna was having those nightmares and the tentacles, and
I was
even
not paying
gave
any attention. I was not paying
and-
a single ounce of
I didn't know
and
the
attention.
context.
even gave Elshian the, oh yeah, the tendrils are like reaching out from that thing and trying to get a hold of her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Taryn was so okay the entire time. She was like, "Oh, this thing kills psychos." Good.
So
I'm gonna let you know
yeah.
right now that Taryn would have been a-okay if the very next thing that happened is just all the Eldar and psychos in the vicinity all just went.
No, they were in the ship. And I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
want
they're
the
all
party
they're
wipe.
all fine.
So
I'm very sorry.
I am sorry, but you guys do know what killed all the Agarian aliens now?
Yeah.
Hey,
turn
you
to
guys,
Ambrosia.
that probably goes towards your ending score for experience and shit. So
Yeah. I'll
It
turn to Ambrosia.
does.
I'll turn to Ambrosia and say, "Do you have any space marine friends?"
hey, you're in the
No.
ship now.
But we can attempt to contact them.
Yes, I think that might be a good idea. We don't tell them how this happened.
for Ambrosia though, this is fucking jackpot.
I'm gonna vox up to the ship and inform Roland to all specs and start recording.
Okay.
Second character death ever? I just killed 3.
Ouch. No, I mean me personally. That's the second character death.
Oh,
Which was your first character death?
The one from Bob.
Right, yes, poor Bob.
Yes.
Like,
third. I forgot
if
I
it
had
was-
another. Yeah.
anything other than the doom of Agaria, I would have let you guys try to escape, but you were standing right on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an orc though. That I did have a funny feeling that with all the tentacles, I remember hearing it in passing. I'm like, that's probably a bad idea. But you know what? I'm an orc. I gotta open this thing up.
So we're just going to pan over to the yeah, right above it. So again, good news and bad news. You know what killed all the Agarians. The bad news is you awoke it,
My bad.
and now it's spreading.
I'll turn to Ambrosia and suggest we find some orcs too. That they're excellent if you point them in the right direction of a fight.
I killed 3 friends in a single blow.
Oh, he was put to sleep, Winter.
I just mean he was never heard from again. I don't know what. I don't know what his fate
He's gone.
was.
He's went off to a farm, actually.
In a cave.
All right. So while we do this, at least there's already a backup character for the. Rem was already working on his backup character, so now he's going to get to be Argus.
Can I have a character sheet?
I'm doing that right now. I'm handing out character sheets.
So I'm gonna mutate up a character. What kind of class do you guys want for the ship? I'm gonna then made RPG their appearance again because that was really funny for the navigator. It's gonna be just one of Taran's lays so that Tamwolf has a new owner.
Get another navigator. We can have a coven on board, and they're disgustingly powerful in ship-to-ship combat.
Are they? I guess I haven't looked enough into ship stuff.
If you have two navigators, they're effectively you can group mine two navigators together, and then they get special attacks and defenses.
Don't kill the Void Master, please.
Yeah, we'll be fighting magic. Nice. I will have to look over the Merzen Trader 2.0 thing and pick a new person. But yeah, it'll just be one of Taran's lays so that Tamwolf doesn't then like become ownerless because that would be sad. I'm like actually legit sadder about my dog than everyone else and myself.
Yeah, if I may suggest, Scow, one of the things I had planned for the next bit, just a small spoiler because you're making a new character. I didn't expect you to have to. One of the things is you guys were gonna go past a place and you were going to meet some abhumans I think you'll like. So you might want to wait to make your new character until we might get it to it by the end of the session. If you're talking about race.
I was just talking about class. Like I might pick a human lay of Taran's. Admittedly, maybe a muted one a little bit. Ooh, maybe one of Ambrosia's pretty spies.
You could go with Essential.
No, I'll go with a non-established one, but I was gonna say like I'm pretty sure that a bunch of the random people or lays that you've secretly messaged Stray, like a few of the people who are going to Taran are absolutely just informants.
It's just Seneschal is like the class that would cover.
Oh, is the class?
Zan's spy.
Okay, let's have a peep here. I take it it's in the pins, isn't it? MERS 2.0. I'll put it in the sheet so people can see me build.
Oh boy, now we'll be able to see how unprofessional it is.
I'm amazing at it. I mean, the very first thing I'm doing is going to be made RPGing all the little abhumany mutations, because that's the funnest bit. Oh no. Yeah, I'm very sorry, everyone, for killing for killing your characters.
Your current XP total is 10,650.
Yeah, I got that over. You're 10,650. I think I'm. Oh yeah, I got 10,650 as well. Cool. Excellent. That's a good sign. It means I was up to date before I killed everybody. I nearly opened the pinned page for the Art of Smash Masterson instead of the fucking book. That would have been a bad move on stream.
Wait, is Rem here to hear that his character died?
Yeah, he heard.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
God, that would be a suck to come back. By the way, Taran killed you. I mean, look, Ambrosia gets to inherit a ship. That's the only good point about all of this.
Yeah.
But, you know, silver linings.
I have the sneaking suspicion that Berzendi sort of wanted Marcus to live.
Oh, yeah.
Out of this.
Well, I mean, wanting players to live should be a default. I'm
No,
just a
no,
shitty person.
I think Merzendi had planned to have Ambrosia be the one die.
So, Bob, I want you to look at that sentence you just put and say, "Oh man, I think it would make combat too easy." I want you to look at an Imperial Knight, then look at a cruiser, then look at the destroyer the frigate next to you, then look back to your
I was
Imperial
not
Knight.
referring to space combat straight, you know it.
Yeah, but you can also call down orbital bombardments.
That usually miss cities. But I
Nobody.
digress.
It's fine. So, now we're going to go over to. All right. So let's get that off of here. How dare you? How dare you ruin my gravitas? All right. So we are now popping over to the ship as it circles orbit. The Doom of Agaria has gone from a small little thing. Well, I say small. It was the size of like the tower when it came out, to now the size of several countries, and it is spreading.
Go, 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 go.
Yep.
Bridge to Marion. Lay in the fastest course to footfall that you can.
Yep.
Immediately. And whoop. And do. You guys are just going to do that, and then while you're flying away, just whoop. It's pretty big by the time you guys finally manage to enter the warp.
And on the way, I am going to have an astropathic message sent to Port Wanda.
All right.
A devastating alien life form has been located in the expanse. We have reason to believe it wiped out several star systems in the past. And I forget, can you include like video files and so on in astropathic messages?
Not really.
Oh.
You're sending mind messages. You can send like mental things, but not like video.
Yeah, you can. You can send memories.
Mental images and memories.
But I would suggest
What?
not telling the navigator to look down at the planet to show that to people. That might be a bad idea.
We recorded it.
I just want you guys to remember that astropaths have no eyes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
But
different.
they
Yeah,
can also see anyway.
Wait, actually,
Yeah, they can see warp things, is what I'm saying. So they can. What?
I can send a telepathic memory of the video to the astropath, and then the astropath can send that, and then you do have footage.
Good.
That's how,
yes.
like, if
that
you look
would
at
work.
All right. So, you send it of that. Is there anything else included in your message?
I would suggest asking for maybe a Space Marine response at this point, or if you send it in every direction, say there's a big fight here, the Orc should show up.
No, I am sending this specifically to Port Wanda because that is Naval HQ in this region of space.
It's not going to football. It's going to Port Wanda.
Yeah.
So please tell me exactly what your message entails.
Priority with some very high naval priority codes, which I assume, having common law Imperial Navy, peer Imperial Navy, and my backstory including working with the Imperial Navy, I would know.
You can leverage your, I think you have the, what is it, peer Imperial Navy,
Yep.
and all your experience to send a priority message. And
Sorry about I was just turning my microphone levels up so it would be easier to hear me. Then, yeah. Multiple system-wide Xenos threat. Say that it is relatively close to the Maw, and if it is not nipped in the bud, it may spread within the Imperium, and then the Chinese whispered memory of horrible tentacle monster.
all right, it
And
will. You send Astropath Slate sends his message through the Astropathic Choir, and yeah.
I will also suggest sending. Actually, would I know any areas where Eldar might be present?
No.
No.
Eldar
Okay, so
don't
there's no way
come to
send.
the grave of the grave of lost heroes.
Yeah. But we did meet people from Kalar.
I know, it's super weird that they're here. You have no idea where they'd be, though.
You know, I really don't want to tell those Eldar about it after the fact that one of their Pathfinders encountered us there. They will absolutely lay the blame on us. And while
Oh,
that is
this is
fair, I would preferably like to avoid that.
Oh, is this the same planet?
It's the same system.
Oh, okay.
You're in the Agarian, and you, yeah.
I'll suggest Ambrosia lay the blame on the Rackools.
Wait, what did you people do?
Who wants to tell him?
On Lee.
And I want to say how many times I warned them.
I spent a long time deliberating as well at the "Are you sure?"
Because not only did I tell them that it was the inside was an evil beyond hope of repair, chaos tainted crystal. Not only did I tell them that the thing they're doing is trying to unlock the room that it was in. Not only did their psyker immediately stepping off their ship try to kill herself because her psycho conditioning told her to do so. And not only was she having horrible dreams about a tentacle monstrosity, not only was the Eldar fighting off its invasion into its mind, but then I said explicitly at the end when they were turning the last lock, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, no, I spent
Whenever
my time
the DM
deliberating.
says, "Are you
Yeah,
sure?"
no.
You always say no.
And I knew full well that what I was about to do was a bad decision. I did not know it was going to be kill everyone bad, because I wouldn't have done that. But it happened, and I feel bad about it.
Because
Yep.
one of the
Such
things
is
you
life.
can infer This is, you guys hadn't figured out what killed all these people, and this was the last part of the last system in a lone tower of doom that you guys had like horrible visions of when you touched a magic crystal on the other planet. And then you decided, nah, bro, this is cool.
Nah,
You
it's
even
fine,
saw-
bro.
You even saw it wreathed in a storm that when you showed up wasn't there. If you want to tune into the stream, Kanathis, I'll move back over to the thing and show you what they opened up.
Sure, why not? So everyone's dead, or is it just like 2 people or 3 people?
Macraw, Marcus, and Terran are dead.
Oh, not Macraw.
Yeah, and I'm gonna miss doing Taran's voice. I enjoyed that voice.
I was cautious and took the hint and got on the ship.
Well, that's why Ambrosia's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Along
Yeah.
with the 2 that, well, along with the person that listened to me and the person I literally picked up and carried away.
Yep, you see the top of the page there, Kanathis?
Yeah.
The thing called the Doom of Agaria. Yeah, it ate the entire 4 entire systems and wiped out this entire alien race.
Wow, how horrifying.
Yep.
Oh no, not Marcus. Is Marcus dead?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, not Marcus. He was the sensible one.
Well, he was the one who unlocked one of the 4 crystal prisms.
Not in this
Oh.
case.
Yeah.
I thought he was the smart. I thought he was the saner sibling.
Yep. Yep. And so as soon as they did that, that storm started up. The storm they saw in the visions, the giant tentacles descended from the sky, and all of them died.
Wow.
You don't save versus space
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. Yeah. So, yeah.
Ultimate Galactus. Or do we not talk about that movie?
Sad.
It makes me sad too. I really, really liked Terran, Marcus, and Anna. I mean, Terran, Marcus, and Macraw.
Yeah. No, I am feeling bad. And of course, yes, I had just realized, oh god, Rem bought fucking character art.
Oh no.
Yeah. It is an extra measure of guilt there. Would that I could take it back.
There's a reason I was trying so hard to
Yeah.
get you guys to stop.
Yeah, no, and I should have. I will take 100% of the blame. I rolled the final roll.
Alright then. Alright. Well, so where were you going full burn to? Footfall, right?
Yep.
Alright. Well, you know what? Because there are all the players here, we're not gonna do the warp shenanigans I had prepared for today. I've done enough. Alright.
Good move. Well, no, you did not do anything. That was me.
Alright. So, after about 3 days, well, you have to skirt, so it's more like 4 days journey through the warp, because you have to skirt this massive storm, and its tendrils lance out far and wide, so you more had to like go to through Balaka to Lucian's Breath, and then go like this. You make it back to Footfall. Alright.
Are there Space Marines already there?
No. You
Best
seem to think-
case, there's still like 10, 15, like anyone is still 10, 15 days out. And
No.
most likely
absolute-
case, they're not actually coming.
No,
Yep.
it'll be a Navy.
That, like standard, maybe a couple of years from now they'll send someone. Best case, maybe a couple of weeks. Worst case, never. So, all right. You guys have returned to Football. This is an excellent place for you guys to pick up new PCs. You know what? this actually might be a more interesting way to do this. Let me think about it and then get back to you. So, what do you want to do while you're here?
I would.
Apologize even more.
I will go to the Xenosium and write a message on the floor in Eldar, and then come back to the ship.
Fuck, I have to go and see the witches again.
Yep.
Yeah, I am going to take one of the cutters to the Spire of the Witches of Footfall.
All right. So, you're going to go to the Witch Sectum. All right. So you arrive at the base of the Witch Sanctum, and unlike last time, there isn't anyone to greet you.
They probably booked it. That's a bad sign.
Well, last time she didn't even get to meet the witches. They sent an emissary that gave her a warning about the prison on Agaria Epsilon, I think. Or, no, Omega.
You should have given us a warning about the one on the planet we were on.
Oh well, they thought they knew which one we needed to be warned about. But so, where in the spire am I docked? Am I near the bottom or the top, or in the middle?
Midway up.
Right, D2 time. I will inform my guards and the shuttle and the cutter's crew to stay there, and then I'm going to start heading downwards.
Alrighty. So, you go down, down, down. These things are huge. So, I'm just always going to assume you have Praetorian Guard, so I'm never going to ask. And the only time when you specifically don't, you have to tell me. Let's just do that.
As I said, I'm telling them to remain by the cutter.
Yeah. And so you're gonna go. Yeah, you're gonna go down, 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 and then at the
Is that the count?
very. No, leave me alone. And then when you reach down, the further down you go, the more sparse people become, and the more they give you like wary and fearful looks before you reach down into the depths, and you are approached by the same kind of robed figures you saw before. You return, traitor. It is uncommon for you to be here so long. Most disappear for years at a time. Of course, you seem to carry a doom with you.
You know already then. Good.
Oh, they knew before you even left. It was fated that you would either awaken one or both of the things that slumber. A pity you had to awaken that one.
The other was slain before we reached it. What?
Ah, yes. By the eternal nights of the void. They have stalked this place for 9 millennia.
Where can I find them?
You can find them in the breaches and in the in-betweens. And the guard will just kind of cock his head. Of course, mistress. And he steps aside and gestures.
Well, I shall follow.
All right. They do not actually lead you anywhere. He just gestures, and you will walk down into the shadows. And when you turn around to see if they're following you, they've disappeared. Are you wearing like your full helmet and everything?
Yes.
Not even your dark sight can tell what happened or where they went. There are side passages, though. They might have just tried to cheekily Batman you.
Well, I'm going to continue.
Actually, what would that be in this universe? Cursing you? Conrad cursing you? That would make sense.
I don't think his name's is likely to be particularly well known, but
Maybe correcting then.
yeah, correcting.
Alright. So you're going to go, I'm sorry I don't have a map prepared for this. I didn't expect you to go to the Winter Sanctum. But you go down into a room that seems to be a great depression, and at each stage there are just deep lines carved in a circle around it, until at the bottom it is completely flat. Nice, Scow. It's completely flat, and there is an ancient woman sitting cross-legged on the floor over a small depression. Before her, a small table, I mean. And on the table lies something incredibly familiar to you. You would recognize this as the Emperor's Tarot.
Hmm. Well, sorry, can I quickly go and use the bathroom?
No, go ahead. This might take a little bit.
Thanks.
All right. So, Scow? Scow.
Yes.
For that character, let me look up. It's going to be only war.
Okay. That
And
makes
I'm
my
going
life
to
a bit
let.
easier.
I was actually not planning on finishing homebrewing this for a little bit, but I'll just let you know because you already did stuff for the other, race that secret race that we're talking about.
Of course.
So what I'm going to tell you is what they have advantage in.
Okay.
So let me go over
sure.
to their. Let me open characteristics and tell you what they're good at. And then we'll probably get into. We might need to send you a wall of text because I have a bunch of stuff planned for this.
Okay.
But all right, let me open up this. No one's using this sheet right now. All right, so stuff that they're good at would be they have good fellowship because of course they have good willpower. They have like the things that they're best at would be fellowship, willpower, perception, intelligence, and just kind of average to average in agility and average intelligence. All right, strength and
You said
everything else
they
is
had advantage in intelligence already.
well, not advantage. It's more like they when you're building it.
Yeah.
And when you're building it, give them good, basically good everything on the right corner, and then average everything on the left, and take a caveat wherever you think for that race. But they need to have the perception because of course int because they're Fellowship, of course, and willpower because of something I need for their planet's background.
Okay. What were the
But,
things
yeah,
they would
you can-
distinctly average at? Like, I can apply that same stat as though I did for the others, and I'll show you it.
You can pick and choose between the things on the left. All the
Okay.
scores on the left, you can pick and choose. All the things on the right, they're really good at.
Alright.
I want
Oh,
to
hey,
know
you're right.
how Scow's character, how this is working.
There's just secret stuff from a thing that was going to happen later, but it's much better for what Scow's going to be to seek you guys out for help rather than you guys just stumbling across everything. Because originally I had written it for you guys to just stumble across it within a few sessions, but this way it's much better.
Yeah. Obi-Wan, Ambrosia, you are my only hope.
Yep. So, yeah. So back to Ambrosia. There is a woman sitting cross-legged on the floor. She appears to be incredibly old. Even you can discern this even beyond like the ragged robes that she wears. And before her is the Emperor's Tarot.
I shall approach her.
All right. Let me just actually pull this open. All right. She doesn't do much except gesture to a small seating pad before her. Of course, you're in power armor, so it's going to be kind of awkward for you to sit.
Still, it's only polite if she's gestured, so I will sit.
All right. Now, how does this work? All right. She will lay her hand flat over the tarot, which sits on her right side, and then scatter it across, just across all of it, and hold up a finger, a hand that seems to be missing a finger, but it very clearly denotes she's holding up 4 fingers.
So is this a part where I say I don't know how tarot works?
Yeah, don't worry about it. You pull out 4.
Okay.
Pull out 4 cards of your choosing, and one thing your character would know is that you're just told not to think about it. You just pull it.
Do you want me to press the playing cards button?
No.
Okay.
Because I actually know what cards are going to be drawn. Because they're the cards I have to be drawn because of plot.
Fair.
I mean, that's just how fate works anyway, right?
Yeah, this is you're literally going to the witches and like, what's happening? And the witches are going to tell you in an incredibly roundabout way. So
You draw 4 death cards. Even the witch is confused.
all right.
There's only
So
supposed to be 1 in the deck.
the first card that gets pulled out is Shattered World. There is a world in ruins, completely shattered and peeled apart by some great force. You've seen this one before. She sets it down. Then she pulls out another one, and this one has the Despoiler upon it. The galaxy burns. A figure stands in ancient power armor, wreathed in a billion screaming souls that encircle him like mist. In his right gauntlet, holy terror blackens and crumples. A demigod's blood drips from its talons. In the dim reaches of the vision, almost an afterthought, and howling light fades into darkness and silence. The figure smiles for the first time in 10,000 years. And then she will put one finger on this and one finger on this, and we'll raise one finger to your head, and you see the Agarian Dominion crumbling into dust. And then, and you can see it starting to spread from there before it threatens to consume all of the Coronus sector. And then she flips your other two cards. The first card she flips is which one is this called? This is not. Oops, I zoomed out. This is called the Galactic. The Star. She pulls out a great star that seems to hum and glow, and oh, you can also generate out of the stuff that like Mercedes. You remember the thing? Yeah.
I mean, the reality is I would then be building a Rogue Trader with Rogue Trader Vaults, was then just transferring it over to OW2E anyway, so I might as well do it this way. I'm slightly less out of my depth.
Oh, okay. So yeah, pull out a star. It seems to pulse, glow, and then change. And it seems to take the an image of a star that seems to be very young, in fact. And as you gaze into it, you can see two great, tremendous ships encircled by thousands of smaller ships. Oh, not thousands, but dozens of smaller ships. And that's all you see in that. And then she turns the last one, and this one is the one of the Space Marine, the God Emperor's Angel of Death. As you look, the Space Marine's glorious gold-encrusted armor that is depicted on the tarot shifts and changes until it turns a color in between gray and black, a color which seems to, when held up to like a shadow, just seems to fade into it. And upon its chest, you see a shield, a sword, and a broken sword and a flame, all engraved in stark bone white.
If only.
All right, those are your 4 cards drawn. What do you do?
I apologize. I know you said it earlier this session. I've forgotten the name of that marine chapter.
No. They said it roundabout. The actual name of the chapter are called the Void Sentinels.
Oh, thank you.
The other ones called them the Stalkers of the Void. Said that they had been around here for 9 millennia.
Mm. Okay.
Can I ask, Stray, if I had failed that test, would I have just zombily walked over and tried to unlock things?
Yeah, you would have started to, yes.
Damn, that would have been I should have failed those. If I did, then we wouldn't have opened it.
Yeah, well, you didn't. That was one of that was one of the reasons. And another thing you could have done is you could have cynicians again to see what was going on when they were starting to unlock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember when I told you when they were unlocking it, the tendrils seemed to get excited.
Yeah. Oh no. See, I misinterpreted that. You said they were getting excited. I thought that's because we were flying away from the planet with Anna.
Yeah, that was what I thought as well.
Yeah, I thought that's why I said turn around, go back, because I thought it was going. I thought there was like a little thing maybe latched onto Anna, going Yahoo, Yahoo.
I
we're
wasn't
getting off
going
this
to tell
planet."
you exactly what it was thinking, so your interpretations are, it doesn't matter. I couldn't have been any clearer with my warnings.
Yeah. Oh no. I figured. I knew something bad was going to happen, but that's why we're turning around.
Twice now, I owe you for information.
She will hold their hand up, and then she will turn it over as if expecting something.
A fist bump. She's expecting a fist bump. You got a gang handshake with her now.
I don't know what could possibly be worth first.
All right. So as you hesitate, with more speed than you thought an old woman can do, she lances out and touches you on the chest. You feel like a tight turning inside of you, and then just like that, it's over. And she sits back down and just dismissively waves you off. You get the feeling that she got whatever she wanted.
I'll stand and make my way back to His Majesty.
Now we find out 2 hours has passed and that Ambrosia has done something else.
I see your new name, Scow. Oh, I thought you had just changed it because before when I did stuff. I'll just send it to this. All right. Does anyone remember what that melee thing is for that gives you advantage in like when you're side by side with someone in melee? That talent?
Combat formation?
Combat
Back
formation
tactics.
gives intelligence bonus for initiative.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
In this game, advantage doesn't exist.
Well, not advantage. Just I know. Not. I don't literally mean advantage. Just like a +10 or something. An advantage.
Ganging up or something like that. There's a talent that makes ganging up better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it is, which is why I asked.
Yeah. I mean, the simple way is to Control F the talent conversion document.
I just went into the rule book. Oh well. I'll tell
Double
you later.
team.
Double team. All right. So Scow. The race that you're playing, you don't get the other ones from the other race, but you get double team and the equivalent of selective targeting. I'll tell you what that actually is called.
I mean, no rush. We can double check this stuff later on. I'm like doing just the base shit, like figuring out their actual specialization. I didn't decide where their points will go, although I rolled a 1 on a d6 of genders, and 1 was literally like, by the way, they're not going to have like just the standard shit. Well, of course. Would you like to guess what the 1 was?
Female.
It's actually a hermaphrodirt.
Cool.
Two is female.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's totally a thing that can exist in this game. I don't care.
Fuck, it's not human race,
you know.
whatever.
Not only that, but pretty much humans can do that. You know how much crazy science went down a long time ago?
That's a fair point.
Dark Age of technology was crazy, yo.
It was also known as the dank age of technology.
So, every time you close your eyes, Ambrosia, that star seems to burn in your mind.
Well,
Who knows?
first, there's something I have to try.
All right.
When I reach His Majesty, I'm going to head directly to Genital Carl's office.
Regrow Macraw.
All right. So,
Good, Ulk.
Rem, are you still around? You haven't talked since I killed you.
He talked in Twitch, but
And said he would have to take a few minutes.
Yeah, he's not even calling anymore. Ugh. Oh. All right.
this is more of a thing that you should probably handle anyway, Stray.
All right.
Genital.
I'm not actually going to play his voice because I don't know how he wants to play it, so the janitor will acknowledge you.
You remember some weeks ago we discussed a forbidden practice?
He does, Stray doesn't.
Cloning.
Yeah.
Can you do it?
He will tell you that with enough time and resources, he should be able to.
You have my brother's genetic material. You will bring him back, Genital.
All right. He will begin working on that. So I guess Rem's character is going to be working on resurrecting his first character, because Lord knows I love it when that happens.
Yes.
Speaking of resurrection, there's something that I suddenly remembered about. Well, something I don't know how canon it is. When orcs die, they get quote unquote reincarnated into another orc.
Yeah, canons. Well, in canon, like an orc's soul, they just become back part of the orc gestalt, and just come back around as another orc.
Yeah.
That's what orcs do.
All the orcs got a little bit smarter that day.
Like orcs don't get eaten by chaos or anything like that. They just become back part of the gestalt and then become another thing, and then they die and become another thing. It's just that's how orcs be.
Yeah. So just saying, even though he's dead for this campaign, Macraw might come back. There might be another Macraw.
Comes back to squid.
There might also be another Macraw, because there's another Marcus out there that has some orc spores on him.
Well, that's leaving on a happy point for my character, as dead as he is. I'm going back into Muteville now to try and brood on what my next character will be.
Yeah. Don't worry, we're not going to get too far, because like if one character was dead, we'd keep on going the session for another couple hours, but 3 characters dead, I mean, there's only so much we can do. And like I do need to give, if especially Scout's character, I need to give a bunch of background information on her like home planet and like motivations and stuff. Like I have a huge amount of stuff written for that.
So
I
probably
didn't
anything
fuck with the
closer.
story as I expected, but I'll fuck with the story in a different way. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah, well, it's this thing actually, I won't spoil it. Well, let's not talk about it. So, yeah. I have no idea. So, who else? Yeah, so it's just two of us are left that are making their new characters. Is there anything you guys want to do on football at all?
I wanted to leave a message in the wanted to leave a Eldar message, warning that ancient being has been awoken. Yada yada yada. Just something that would warn anybody who could read Eldar in the Xenosium that they might want to leave footfall and head away from. Yeah.
The two people that was the most dangerous for survived. I honestly expected the worst to come out of the session was Anna having to permanently burn a fate point.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can leave that message. The janitor is gonna start getting get going on resurrecting your brother. Is there anything else you guys would like to do on football?
Nope.
I don't have anything today.
I'll turn to Ambrosia and like in private ask her if framing the pure form cultists would be a good idea.
I mean, it's thought. Honestly, your best bet would be to blame the Ragdoll.
Yeah, blame the Ragdoll. We tried to stop them. They were on the planet. My brother died fighting them. Or actually, don't say anything about your brother. Say the Dark Eldar and the Orc died fighting them.
All right. Well,
if there is any way in which you can attempt to make that sound plausible, Elshian, start one king.
well,
yeah.
Aside from that, does anyone have any ideas? Because like, the consortium isn't going to come up to you yet.
I do. I will tell Ambrosia that there's one person that will be unaccounted for, and that would be the pilot of our shuttle, who we'd have to convince not to talk, and I could do that quite quickly. I by dominate and mind control, and by dominate and mind the brainwash one. He will remember nothing. Well, not nothing. But Marcus won't have been on the ship with us.
Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. That's what I'll be doing. Should I make the rolls for that? Like, I'd have to. I could do that after session.
I might as well do it in session. See how well you do stalking this guy down and brainwashing him. Go ahead and try to brainwash.
Oh, no, if he's tied down, I can't lose. I literally wouldn't have to. It's just how much time it would take.
Oh, okay. If it just takes time, I'm not going to bother doing all this with like a random mook.
Yeah.
Just a random pilot. So,
yeah, because I could just retry every like 10 minutes.
Yeah. So I have like the stuff that was meant to be done on football won't happen for a little bit because the consortium isn't expecting you back this soon. The people that hired you to go there in the first place. But is there anything anyone can suggest of doing before I start wrapping up and making a really short session? Because now people have to make characters and stuff, and we have to introduce them for next session.
Get a drink.
All right. Well, then, what did I want to do? I know there's something I want to do, and now it's plumb left my mind. All right. So, oh yeah. So one thing, you kind of hooray for this session. You can cash in the Endeavor. You, while you did awaken an ancient evil, you did complete the explore the Agaria Dominion.
Yeah.
You certainly explored it. So let's see.
I mean, I think one thing that, even though he's dead, might have pleased Marcus. This is gonna be the last shipment of Agarian stuff that is ever made.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are gonna get a bunch of achievement points for closing the book on this. So you're only gonna get about, like, I'll give you 100, but you also killed half of your party pretty much. So the entire thing was worth 700 achievement points. You guys are now at 900. So if you cash it in, it's 3 over. So I'm pretty sure that means 1 profit factor each.
Yep.
I
so
have no
three-
idea what this means.
Don't worry about it.
3 extra profit factor on top of whatever the Endeavor was worth base.
Yeah, and the Endeavor for the stuff that you guys had was worth 3. 4, I mean, sorry.
So
7 total.
7 total. Okay.
Yeah. Because you guys got a lot of that crystal. And right now it's going to be suddenly going to become very, very hard to get.
Mm.
So
Hoff, achievement points are like tracking how well you perform the objectives in a quest. Each quest or endeavor, as a trader likes to call them, has a minimum you have to get to get your reward. Every 100 in excess, you get an extra one. And the profit factor is what we use to acquire new items.
Ooh.
So, yeah, you can cash in your thing. The consortium will be around, will be near you around the time that we all get to see the 3 new characters. All right. So, we'll do session XP. There is no bonus XP for this session. 3 people are dead. You know what? No, I'm not even gonna give bonus XP for just being dumb, even though it was kind of funny. So just 400 XP, everybody. All right, and I'm sorry this was another short session, guys, but well, now 3 people need to roll up new characters and introduce them before we can move on with the campaign. So, is there anything anyone would like to bring up before we draw the session to a close?
My bad.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I'm sorry I left you guys. I
Well-
thought it wouldn't be that quick to kill you.
Yeah, no, I just thought I was going to put a new nightmare in the universe and then run away with my tail between my legs, but no, we died.
Unfortunately, if you had done that to the other one, that's what would have happened. You could have all left. But that entire tower and that crystal, you were standing above it, and yeah.
Mm.
I could have rolled the damage it was doing to you, but there's no way you can survive the thing that ate an entire civilization.
But I have step aside.
You're
I can
standing,
dodge it twice.
you're
Okay.
standing above the thing that summons it, and like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
no, I
just
know,
it's an
really.
impossible thing. Yeah. So sorry about that, guys. I wish the session had turned out differently, and well, that's it for me.
Well, if you're watching in stream or you're watching in the VODs, I hope you have yourselves a lot more fun, good time, and do take care.
Bye.